where does freedom limit our possibilities for progress? And where do limits free us to thrive? O Son of Man, wert thou to speed through the immensity of space and traverse the expanse of heaven, yet thou wouldest find no rest save in submission to our command and humbleness before our face. There are three types of freedom. The first is divine freedom, which is one of the inherent attributes of the Creator, for He is unconstrained in His will, and no one can force Him to change His decree in any matter whatsoever. The second is political freedom. This is natural freedom, and its greatest expression is seen in the animal world. Observe these birds and notice with what freedom they live. However much man may try, he can never be as free as an animal, because the existence of order acts as an impediment to freedom. The third freedom is that which is born of obedience to the laws and ordinances of the Almighty. This is the freedom of the human world, where man serves his affections from all things. When he does so, he becomes immune to all the hardship and sorrow. Wealth or material power will not deflect him from moderation and fairness, neither will poverty or need inhibit him from showing forth happiness and tranquility. The more the conscience of man develops, the more will his heart be free and his soul attain unto happiness. In this religion of God, there is freedom of thought, because God alone controls the human consciousness. But this freedom should not go beyond courtesy. In the religion of God, there is no freedom of action outside the law of God. Man may not transgress this law, even though no harm is inflicted on one's neighbor. This is because the purpose of divine law is the education of all others as well as oneself. Freedom of thought should not transgress the bounds of courtesy, and actions, likewise, should be governed by the fear of God and the desire to seek His good pleasure. The moderate freedom, which guarantees the welfare of the world of mankind and maintains and preserves the universal relationships, is found in its fullest power and extension in the teachings of Baha'u'llah. Freedom is indeed essential to all expressions of human life. The liberty that profiteth you is to be found nowhere except in complete servitude unto God. Know ye that the embodiment of liberty and its symbol is the animal. That which beseemeth man is submission unto such restraints as will protect him from his own ignorance and guard him against the harm of the mischief maker. Liberty causeth men to overstep the bounds of propriety and to infringe on the dignity of his station. It debaseth him to the level of extreme depravity and wickedness. Regard man as a flock of sheep that need a shepherd for their protection. This verily is the truth, the certain truth. We approve of liberty in certain circumstances and refuse to sanction it in others. We verily are the all-knowing. True liberty consisteth in man's submission unto my commandments, little as ye know it. Were men to observe that which we sent down unto them from the heavens of revelation, they would of a certainty attain unto perfect liberty. Freedom is not a matter of place. It is a condition. When one is released from the prison of self, that is indeed freedom, for self is the greatest prison. The laws do not represent a surreal and inhuman legal code, but rather the divine prescription, a definition of how an individual must act in order to achieve true freedom and spiritual happiness in this world and the next. Is there a greater blessing than this? Freedom, liberty, security. These are the great bestowals of God. And among the teachings of Baha'u'llah is man's freedom, that through the ideal power he should be free and emancipated from the captivity of the world of nature. For as long as man is captive to nature, he is a ferocious animal. As the struggle for existence is one of the exigencies of the world of nature. The unfettered freedom of the individual should be tempered with mutual consultation and sacrifice, and the spirit of initiative and enterprise should be reinforced by a deeper realization of the supreme necessity for concerted action and a fuller devotion to the common will. Mankind, in its entirety, must firmly adhere to whatsoever hath been revealed and vouchsafed unto it. Then, and only then, will it attain unto true liberty. If the learned and worldly wise men of this age were to allow mankind to inhale the fragrance of fellowship and love, every understanding heart would apprehend the meaning of true liberty and discover the secret of undisturbed peace and absolute composure. The ancient beauty hath consented to be bound with chains, that mankind may be released from its bondage, and have accepted to be made a prisoner within this most mighty stronghold, that the whole world may attain unto true liberty.